Managing online passwords has become a real chore, creating long, complicated passwords that you hope won't get hacked. It's tedious, but it's become necessary considering the record number of data breaches every year. 1Kosmos Block ID offers frictionless multi-factor authentication and securely reimagines how we use our passwords. Hemen, how have you put together a comprehensive authentication solution with biometrics?
What we do is we do everything in a privacy-preserving manner. So collecting data that is associated to the user at all interactions, starting with just the click of a button, to how he swipes, to how he types, to how he looks at the camera. All of that data is collected in a very privacy-preserving manner, and a block is created for the user. And saving that block on a decentralized ledger allows you all the privacy controls you need without any racial bias, which is extremely critical in today's day and age.
Is there something that 1Kosmos can do to eliminate these attacks where there's a penetration through an attack surface and the target isn't even aware the attack has happened, and it goes on for years potentially with the attacker collecting information? Can you identify an attack midstream, already having penetrated the attack surface?
Yes, absolutely. We can contain once an attack is already happening in an organization if a platform is implemented, widely used in an organization or a service provider. And the way we do that is, as soon as an attacker is already in the organization, what he wants to do is compromise a user, right? How do you compromise a user? Is take his credentials, take his account over, and behave like he is. What we do is we essentially don't allow the attacker to take the credentials of the user anymore, because there are no credentials in our system anymore. The user identifies himself as who he is rather than a user ID and a password. And that's the biggest flaw in the internet today. How many times do you log in, Anthony, on the internet with a user ID and password, and it's so frustrating?
Yeah, dozens of apps now.
Dozens of apps. We eliminate all of that. And the attacker most likely is targeting your credentials to pretend you in the organization. So what we do is we eliminate that, but we give the user, you, Anthony, a great user experience, right? So you blink and smile. How many times do you smile when you're entering a password? Most of the times you've forgotten it and you're frustrated while getting a service on the internet. So eliminating the attack surface of the breach that has already happened and providing the user a better user experience is the challenge that we are solving for. So it's a tough challenge to solve for, though.
And it's a really tough challenge, and big tech is allocating billions of dollars of resources towards solving this problem. How are you going to differentiate 1Kosmos in this world where everybody's trying to solve this problem?
Absolutely. I think big tech is spending a lot of money on R&D today, on these platforms, these solutions to identify individuals.
And no one's found the magic bullet yet.
There is no magic bullet yet. But like I said, containing the problem set, making it harder for the attacker or the adversary, in this case, is super important. We, working with the big techs who are very specialized in this space, in this industry, who understand the cyber problems, with the solutions that they are bringing to the table, a combination of the two can really help better the future digital world, which is exactly what is happening in today's day and age. Is the digital engagements of users has increased, especially through the pandemic. 45% last I heard was the increase in digital engagements of the user since the pandemic, and that's a huge increase, right? And so you want to be able to give a better experience, work with the big techs to solve for certain problems using their platforms, but with unique abilities through innovators like us. I think it'll be a much better internet in the future, which is not right now. So,
Hemen, what past learnings from all of your entrepreneurial journey to date were you able to bring into the 1Kosmos startup?
First of all, the entrepreneurial journey is a lonely one, right? Unless you have a passion for it. I solved for this issue on the internet about trying to identify who's on the other side of the connection is something that has affected me personally. Coming to this country as an immigrant, I had to continuously prove who I was, starting with applying for a bank account, going to a university, apply for a social security number. The key learning, as an entrepreneur is make sure that you have the resiliency to solve for these problems. And you have to get deep inside a subject, which I have been for the last 20 plus years. And that's become a topic of discussion for me over and over again. You as an entrepreneur have to have a mission and a vision to solve for, So we are on it, and love that problem statement every day and look forward to solving these problems. Yeah.